and stood with the Minutemen vigilantes
and
in their ridiculous, absurd efforts to, quote, hunt down immigrants. So, look, I think the goal here is to elect a Democratic Senate, elect a Democratic president, and get to work immediately to get comprehensive
Did you support the Minutemen, Senator? Did you support the Minutemen?
I'm sorry?
Did you support the Minutemen as Secretary of Defense?
Of course not. There was a piece of legislation supported by dozens and dozens of members of the House which codified existing legislation. What the Secretary is doing tonight, and has done very often, is take large pieces of legislation and take pieces out of it. No, I did not oppose the bailout or the support of the automobile industry. No, I do not support vigilantes, and that is a horrific statement, an unfair statement to make. I will stand.
Yeah, I mean, that's a
political career, fighting for workers, fighting for the poorest people in this country. Madam Secretary, I will match my record against yours any day of the week.
Damn! That just happened. That just happened.
He's feeling the burn.
Senator Sanders,
Grayson,
it's like
I like him a
you
lot.
have demanded
But the whole time
Secretary
he looks like he's doing this,
Clinton
like, am I on
release
camera?
transcripts of her paid Wall Street speeches. Why is this important? Do you have reason to believe that she says one thing in private and another in public?
Well, what I have said is that when you get, I believe it is $225,000 for giving a speech, and she gave several speeches to Goldman Sachs, one of the Wall Street financial institutions whose greed and illegal behavior helped destroy our economy a number of years ago. When you get paid $225,000, that means that that speech must have been an extraordinarily wonderful speech.
So does this mean that you would not think she would have to disclose?
I would think that a speech so great that you got paid so much money for, you would like to share it with the American people. So I think she should release the transcript.
There's that fake laugh she does. No, I wouldn't.
It's not the fakest laugh she does, though.
Yeah.
Well, she will do it. If other people do it, I will do it. I didn't give any speeches. There is no transcript. Clearly, the Secretary's words to Wall Street has really intimidated them. That's why they have given her $15 million in campaign contributions.
Damn! Damn!
What I believe
Damn!
in fact,
Because he just connived for you.
and I am proud that the gentleman who is head of Goldman Sachs, now he didn't give me $225,000 for speaking fees. He said I was dangerous, and he is right. I am dangerous.
Yes! God damn right you are! God damn right you are! I am the danger! I am the danger! I'm the one who knocks! I'm the one who knocks!
Stop freaking out!
Don't freak out!
But they did just put up a little video praising you for being the only Democrat who stood with the Republicans to try to eliminate the Export-Import Bank, which has helped hundreds and hundreds of companies here in Florida be able to export their goods and employ more Floridians. So, from my perspective, you sided with the Koch brothers.
Let me respond. The Export-Import Bank is often called the Bank of Boeing because Boeing Corporation gets 40% of the revenue.
We're going to move on.
It is corporate welfare, and yes, I oppose corporate welfare.
Okay, next.
Man! It was like body blow, what's secret up?
They said that I'm dangerous, and I am dangerous.
On the night of the attacks in Benghazi,
I'm not in danger, I am the danger. I'm the one who knocks.
Well, I'm not going to comment on the Benghazi tragedy, but
I
I will
love
say
you, Bernie.
this series of articles in the New York Times talked about Secretary Clinton's role in urging the administration to go forward with regime change, getting rid of Gaddafi in Libya. Gaddafi was a brutal dictator, there's no question. But one of the differences between the Secretary and I is I'm not quite so aggressive with regard to regime change. I voted against the war in Iraq because I had a fear of what would happen the day after. Secretary Clinton talks about Henry Kissinger winning the praise of Henry Kissinger. I don't want Henry Kissinger's praise at all.
Bam! Okay, so we've just been watching an unbelievably fiery debate between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. And last debate, Jimmy was yelling almost at the top of his lungs while trying not to freak out that Bernie Sanders had to be more aggressive. I don't know if they saw the video, okay, but boy, did they listen. Bernie Sanders is on fire, okay? He said at one point, Goldman Sachs CEO said, "I'm dangerous." That's right, I am dangerous. To him.
Yeah.
What the hell? Nobody's ever said that in my lifetime. In my lifetime, a Democrat has never stood up to Wall Street, to the corporate owners of our politicians, and said, "That's right, I am dangerous. I'm the one who knocks." Goddamn right.
Yep,
Man, that place was on fire when he said that.
That's the kind of stuff FDR would say, and that's why people love him like that.
And a lot of the answers say that, you know, this is going to be much more expensive than anything Senator Sanders is admitting to. This is going to increase the federal government dramatically. And, you know, my dad used to say, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And we deserve answers about how these programs would actually work and how they would be paid.
Oh, my God.
I want you all to think what Secretary Clinton is saying is that the United States should continue to be the only major country on earth that doesn't guarantee health care to all of our people. I think that the rest of the world can do it. We can. And by the way, not only are we being ripped off by the drug companies, we are spending far, far more per capita on health care than any other major country on earth. You may not think the American people are prepared to stand up to the insurance companies or the drug companies. I think they are.
Yeah! Okay, wow. So Bernie Sanders continues to be in fuego.
I think you're hispandering now.
Okay. So he has attacked her on in every direction you can imagine. She says, "Oh, it's not realistic to do universal health care." He says, "I don't know about you, but I think the American people are ready to stand up and fight those drug companies and insurance companies." Everybody's like, "Wow!" Right? So she is now defending the bailout, saying, "If quote bailout." What do you mean quote bailout?
Quote bailout.
It was a bailout. You know, and they paid us back. I mean, kind of largely, they paid us back. Now, man, defending the Wall Street bailout in a Democratic debate is a bad idea, right? She keeps getting caught in these things where she doesn't have an answer. He said, "Hey, will you join me in being against fracking?" She didn't ask for a rebuttal on that, right?
She wants to keep getting that money from fracking.
By the way, they paid us back with a much lower interest rate than what students are paying back in their federal student loans. Keep that in mind, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to CNN. This debate is on CNN as well as Univision. And the headline there, in a debate where no rational human being can see it as anything but nearly a knockout punch. Okay, maybe that's too strong. That's too strong. I'm sure that people will see, Hillary Clinton supporters will see it as not as bad, right? I mean, the last debate all of us called it for Hillary Clinton, right? Now, this debate, no rational person, let me bring it down a little bit, can say that he isn't scoring significant points. The crowd was mixed in the beginning, applause for her, applause for him. Now, every time he says something, the crowd erupts, right? He is so much more aggressive. He's landing one blow after another after another. I go to CNN.com. Their headline is, Hillary Clinton tells Bernie Sanders, "We deserve answers." Answers for what? Where's money for Sanders' health education plans? That's what they took away from this debate?
It fits into their framing.
That's unbelievable. After Bernie Sanders has done so well, he's won the crowd, he's gone on this populist rant. You want to say, hey, the populist rant is not realistic? I know that's an establishment media thing to say, right? Okay, I got it. Maybe you do that. But you have to acknowledge, wow, what a populist rant that was. He came out against Wall Street so strong, saying, I am dangerous to Wall Street. How is that not the headline? He said, I will put my record up against your record any day. In fact, I believe he's saying those kind of lines to get the headlines, right? Because they are so quotable. But they didn't give it to him. Instead, the headline is, Hillary Clinton, we deserve answers from Bernie Sanders on how he's going to pay for stuff. Oh, my God. I know. I'm selectively picking CNN's headline on their main website.
On their front page.
On their front page
Yes.
in giant answers, giant words, quote, we deserve answers. Wow. All right, it doesn't matter, man. At this point, I think we're at an inflection point. All it's going to do is piss people off more, and they're going to be more likely to support her. Yeah, I get it. The establishment is on Hillary Clinton's side. Good luck with that strategy. All right, debate is back.